You led us into danger. But the boy here, we're still in danger. You haven't failed me. You failed all of us.
Remove your skin. They took it off me. He didn't. The one who made the trade.
Whoa!
He was ready to fight to keep you. Why?
I don't think lying's gonna
I
work.
think I needed his help. Did he touch you?
Does he listen to her? Ultra protective, yet will beat.
Tell him about us. That there are only a few of us. I lied to get him to trust me. Except for one thing.
She's lying to get you to trust her now.
They said they shouldn't cross you. What did you find out?
So she is
Mostly farmland. Some supplies.
not interested my ass.
Their weapons are basic. A few guns, but not enough. Any signs of trade?
As in trade between groups?
That's it. I broke my own rules coming to get you. What do I get in return?
You're her
Excuses.
mother.
Wasted words.
Break your own rules. That's your
Is
choice.
that the only reason you came to get me? To get information? What a stupid question.
Far out. That's a lot more interest than she once claimed. Like I said, I don't think this is over. You guys would have heard all my thoughts on the last goddamn episode. And you know what? I wouldn't be surprised if the whole dramatic twist on the end of this episode is gonna be, or this series is gonna be, that they go after the fair. Or lead a horde to them while they're all celebrating together, so that, like,
Who else knew about this?
you deplete
Just
a whole
Eugene
chunk.
and Rosita. We would have told you if we'd found someone out there, but we didn't.
And who knows who else was listening?
We weren't being careless with it.
Whoa!
Rosita and Eugene went out to set up this relay and almost died because of it. Jesus did die because of it. Negan got out while you were distracted because of it.
Wow.
I can't do my job if the council is keeping things from me.
We gave you the power to veto the council based on security concerns. But now everything is a security concern. So our votes don't matter anymore unless you agree with them.
Putting
Damn,
ourselves
Gabriel.
out there when we don't have to is dangerous.
So is cutting us off from the rest of the world. Who are we supposed to turn to when we need help?
But who let
We
Negan
can't be
out?
so worried about finding enemies that we lose
It's
our
gonna be
friends.
someone in
It
here,
was-
isn't it? Barcode lady. That's what someone called her, Barcode lady.
Look, we all set out with the best intentions, but that doesn't change what happened. There's a new enemy out there, and they're exactly what Michonne was afraid we'd find.
Exactly.
Her judgment has saved us time and again.
Yes, but at what cost?
Damn, so even...
We saw Carol when we were at the hilltop. And she told me that she tried asking Michonne for help with the fair again, and she said that you turned her down.
You spoke on behalf of Alexandria?
The question of the trade fair is old business.
The whole point of a council is to have varied opinions. That's the whole point, right? So I don't like the idea of one person having just unlimited veto. Like maybe once upon a time that was like needed, aka Rick Tater needed, aka do you see what I mean? Maybe once upon a time that maybe at some points that is needed, but not with every single decision. Otherwise, what's the point in having a council? Now, I have mixed feelings about this fair thing because my thought, I want us to go, but I'm also thinking that we're going to go and then we're going to end up with, maybe we're going to lead Alpha to all our other communities, or maybe, you know, she literally said any sign of trade. Why is that? Yeah. And they are very smart, very manipulative. It's a whole different kettle of fish. But it needs to be
Carol
voted
says
on.
that the situation at the kingdom is far worse than Ezekiel let on in his letter. They're too isolated.
The kingdom can take care of itself. They always have.
Carol wouldn't ask for help a second time if it wasn't serious.
Yeah, I agree.
I motion the council take a second vote on the kingdom's fair.
To what end? She'd just veto it.
I would.
Oh, Gabriel, bloody
The roads
sassy.
leading there are broken and dangerous. And there is a group dressed as the dead who are trying to kill us. Look, I wish we could help them too. And we could vote to open up our doors to our friends, just like we did with the people of the sanctuary. But Carol made it clear in her letter that Ezekiel is not ready to give up the kingdom. And I'm not ready to risk Alexandrian lives over this.
But what does it mean for Alexandria to survive if it means that the kingdom falls?
It means Alexandria survives.
Hey, yo, that logic's sounding a little bit too familiar right now. I'm sorry, but I don't think Rick would be on with this, because he had this vision of this collective community, not one community surviving even though others fall. We're a family, for goodness sakes. We should be one goddamn community. I know it's because a lot happened and the bridge fell and then everything sort of flew into chaos when Rick died and then everything just sort of spiraled. I get that. I don't know. Like that. Imagine being in Michonne's position though. This is exactly what every leader goes through, having to make decisions for people that get you looked at either way. You know, either way, there's risk. Either way, there's consequence. And as a leader, you just have to deal with that. It's like becoming a villain because there's no, like, do you know what I mean? Like, they will start thinking that you are the problem. But I do agree. I think the fair needs to happen, but it's like worse timing. You know what I mean? It could not be worse timing. Does Gabriel even know about said baby?
What'd she say?
If it's all right with you, I'd rather not talk about it. I'm sorry. I know I'm being difficult. I'm not trying to be. It's a lot.
I'm sorry too.
I'm scared of the bombshell.
What for?
I'm scared of the bombshell.
We were just getting started. You know, he didn't sign up for this. Thing is, I didn't either. A blessing. But if it's too much and you want to walk, I get it.
Wait, does he already know about the baby?
Is that what you want?
No, don't be an idiot. You know what I want. Man said we'll figure our shit out, but you and I, how we handle it,
Hell yeah.
the ball's in your court.
So he knows. Come on! I love how he's taken that. You know, it must be painful, but at the same time, like, he gives me the sort of vibe that there's so many other things to be worrying about in this world, you know, and he just wants peace and love. Kind of funny, because it kind of looks like all the walkers are just gossiping, eh? What kind of life is this shit? Brother! Do you know what I mean? I know that they're surviving, I get that, but what's the goddamn point? Bro, look how out of place Lydia looks. It's actually bonkers. There was a mini theory of... Oh, Henry. There was a mini theory of mine that thought that if anyone's going to kill Alpha, it's going to be Lydia because of everything. But at the same time, hear me out on something, right? There's another little weird theory that I've got. If Lydia dies, for whatever reason, if she dies, imagine how much more dangerous that makes Alpha feel. Because then the rules can't bend. Then the rules are the rules. I think our very first encounter with Alpha went very well, all things considered. And I think that's probably the only thing that would have prevented what happened.
Put it down, boy.
They can't even yell out, eh? Oh, for the love of God, Henry. That went swimmingly. Wow!
He's been tracking us longer.
Just him?
Just him.
Oh,
Thank you, Ryder.
Just him. Here comes Daryl. That creepy ass face.
Don't let him break it.
Okay. Okay, just stop.
You know what would be the funniest thing though? Like, the biggest switcher of them all. Their biggest weakness is like kind of right there. And that what I mean by that is like, all it takes is for someone to kill someone of similar build and then just put on the mask and then they're completely and utterly disguised amongst their group.
I'm from Hilltop. But they didn't send me. I came for her.
You're so stupid.
You just blew her cover, Henry.
Eyes open. Where there's one, there's more.
Henry just blew her cover. The mum will have clocked that.
Eugene, what can I do for you?
The pertinent question is, what can I do for you?
Huh?
The left column enumerates many of the positive and negative aspects of staying with Rosita while she raises her progeny with another man. In the right column, I've assigned each of these aspects with a corresponding positive or negative numeric value. Happiness shows a definitive growth pattern when projected over the long term.
Oh,
Well,
I like that. The way...
thank you for this.
I've also brought along my scoring rubric and evaluative criteria, if that would be helpful. You'd be a damn fool to let her go.
Aww.
Listen, we've been through the stew, me and you. You never gave up on me even when I did. Even with bad peepers, you saw things I didn't. Rosita is the best thing that's happened to you since this whole shitstorm started, so you do well to ponder long and hard about this before tossing the literal baby out with the proverbial bathwater.
But I'm not the father. Can't let my feelings get in the way of what's best for this child.
It ain't for you to say. Or Sadiq. It's her decision. It's pretty much all hers.
Oh, Eugene.
You put your hang-ups on the back burner and figure out how to make this work for her sake.
Come on, Eugene. Bro, he's
Time
spinning
or love?
facts right
Both.
now. Facts.
What's this?
He turned up some pantalones with super stretchy waistbands for her soon-to-be ever-expanding breadbasket.
I love the way he speaks, man. Oh, gosh almighty.
He's my friend.
See,
He was in the
she's
cell
not
next to me.
stupid.
What was his name? Henry. You didn't mention Henry.
She thinks about freaking everything. You know what's even funny as well? Even if, like, Lydia was being spot on correct right now, Alpha gives me the vibe that she would just question and question and question and question until she gets the answer she wants. Even if the answer isn't the right answer, she'd just do it.
I acted helpless and he fell for it.
Sorry, that was kind of funny.
Guess he's dumber than I thought.
Telling you now, everything is for Lydia. It's a shame we don't have grenades. Like, I'm not saying that we would blow up Lydia, but like, maybe we shouldn't blow up a lot of these people. You know, they like culminate in little circles. It's actually like, would be low-key kind of easy just to... Look at Henry. Why are there two little puddles at the moment? Daryl will do right not to engage. That's the thing that Henry needs to goddamn learn. This is a whole goddamn lot worse than I thought. Oh, for the love of... Why you gotta show me that nonsense? Oh, hello, Negan.
I want answers.
But where you
And I'm
went
told
while
you'll
you're
only
back.
give them to me. Why the hell did you come back? Because I know for damn sure it wasn't for nothing.
Well, in fairness to Gabe, it wasn't all his fault that I got out. You can't keep a big dog locked up forever. Sooner or later, he's got to run.
Yeah, but you ran back. So what kind of dog does that make you?
I'm glad you asked.
Bro, he seems... Oh my days, oh my days, oh my days. Since him coming back, he seems more like Negan again.
You know, I was in your home. I could have waited there and bashed your head in when you walked through the door.
You're an asshole, not an idiot.
Oh, a compliment.
No, I think you decided to take your shot out there out there spit you out. So you dragged your pathetic ass right back here.
It's not so nice
That's
way
it,
of putting
isn't
it, but...
What do you want?
If you're not gonna kill me, then maybe you could learn to trust me a little bit.
Because what I will say is this. I get the whole keeping him alive to see what the world could become, but, like, it is getting a bit to the point of, like, he's been in here for, what, 7 years now? We still haven't, like, gotten to the point of, oh, we're going to kill him, or, oh, we're going to do this, oh, we're going to do that. I know ultimately it'll probably be Rick that decides anyway. I get the feeling that when he comes back it'll be, I don't know. But anyway, I think the trust will be earned. I genuinely do. I've had theories about Negan saving certain people or something happening and him getting let out and him choosing to fight for us and stuff like that. Anyway.
If spouting fresh bullshit counts as change, congratulations, Negan. You are a new man.
You're keeping me in here to remind everybody how merciful the great Rick Grimes was. But I am telling you, I can be so much more than that. I can help you.
I don't need anything you're selling.
You have a really good thing going for you here, but it is slipping through your fingers. And it is only a matter of time before you lose control of it completely.
Where are you getting this?
My windows to the world are right outside your meeting room. I'm not deaf. I hear things.
Well, you heard wrong.
Nah, you heard right.
Look, all I'm saying is I know a thing or two about keeping people in line. Whoa. I could be a sounding board for you.
You don't know shit about what goes on here.
He's pissing her off.
I know that a good leader uses everything to their advantage.
Sorry, Negan. If this is why you came back, you should have stayed out there. We will be tying you up while we fortify that lock. I want those windows closed.
No, but that's just getting to the point of cruel, though. I don't know. I can't believe I'm sticking up for the guy, but it's finally happened, guys.
Yeah.
I'm a bit nervous about us finding their campaign. I know that they're not exactly solid state anywhere, but low-key, I'm a little bit freaked out about the fact that they're gonna know that we're onto them. Do you know what I mean? You know, this episode has been exactly what I'd hoped. Slightly slower and slightly, Did dog just break his arrow? We need some more training. Oh, for the love of... Look at that. Why haven't you killed him?
You're not dead. You're not dead.
Our civilization is.
You letting the weak die. We don't go back for the lost.
Oh,
never have.
We know who they are now. Where they are, what they have. We know if there's conflict, we'll win. If you have a problem with me as leader, you know what to do.
I challenge you. You're not fit to lead anymore.
Challenge her to what? She's just gonna kill him on the spot, you watch.
Think you're the man to replace me? I know it's you. What are you doing? I saw you in the woods. You led us into danger. You failed all of us. They all follow me by choice. Because I make them strong. Because I keep them alive.
But that's the problem, though. This is just reminding me of Negan. Like, they don't follow you because they want to follow you. They follow you because they don't know any other way to survive.
I don't want to fight you.
So is it a fight? Okay, it is. Oh, Jesus Christopher. So yeah, there will be a fair element as to why they do what they do, 1000%. Alright, so she ain't... Holy guacamole. I was sitting there thinking like, oh wait, is she not going to kill him to utilize him as a person, or like... I think she's kept Henry alive because we kept Lydia alive and learned about them, so she's gonna try to do the same.
I went there to see Negan.
Oh damn, how is that?
Have you been talking to him?
That's gonna be a tough pill to swallow for sure.
Why?
I feel sorry for him.
He is not your friend, sweetheart.
Well, obviously.
So if he's not your friend, then why are you talking to him?
He listens to me. Not everybody does.
I don't want you to ever go near him again.
Why not?
That's not gonna happen, is it?
There's a reason that he's in a cage, Judith. He is a monster.
No, he's not. He's a human being.
But he has done monstrous things. He's killed people.
We've all done
People I
monstrous
cared
things.
about. People your dad cared about.
So much like Carl.
But people don't really change.
So much like Carl.
You did.
This is the one thing I was saying as well, that like my only worry is that is always some kind of wiring in his brain, like what he was. So like even if I have faith that he wouldn't do what the sort of things that he did in the past, there's a little bit of me that's like, if it happened once, it can happen again.
Go to your room.
Why?
Because I need a minute.
Bro, Judith is low-key so sassy. I just realised that all of them low-key probably stink really bad, eh? Decomposing skins on their faces. Whoa!
When Lydia was 3, found her in the closet, tangled up in the plastic from the dry cleaner. The plastic was sucking into her mouth. I just stood there, watching, as her skin turned blue. She fell to the floor.
What the fuck?
And tore the plastic off her face. I asked her if she was okay.
The frick?
She nodded. And then I hit her hard, so she'd remember never to do it again.
I wanted to thank you for your support at the meeting. I'm sure that wasn't easy.
It was, actually.
Yeah, he's learned.
We all agreed on the rules.
If the council wants to revote to send a delegation to the fair, I won't veto it.
What about the ones with the skins? Wow. If our people cross with them, they'll be risking their lives.
I think it's a terrible idea.
But it's their choice, I guess.
That's their right. That's the charter they agreed to.
Wow. Don't I see this going swimmingly?
I hope we don't regret this.
Yeah, me too. I really bloody hope we don't. I hope this is a goddamn risk worth taking.
Me too.
And you know what? We're gonna need Hilltop Kingdom and Alexandria when we figure out what we're up against.
What? Where are you?
What the hell's happening? She gonna make her Lydia do something, isn't she? Like kill him.
Pick it up. Kill the boy.
What?
You weren't gone long.
There's the answer already.
Maybe it was long enough.
Please. This already answers the question. So everything from this point now is just her mother trying to, I don't know, like the answer is right in front of her.
Don't be weak. Like your father.
Weak.
You know what happened to him.
Yeah, I do know what happened to
Yeah,
him.
I know what happened to him, Mother.
Killed him.
Kill him.
How the hell have we managed that? This is kind of like spot the difference now. Find the walker that's... Find the person that's least...
We need to go. Keep your head down.
I knew it! I knew it! Come on, Daryl!
The girl stays. And so do I. I'm not leaving you.
You don't want to be here, Lydia.
Now, come on.
Come on. I freaking knew we would use that. Yeah, and guess what? Perfect goddamn disguise. Yes! Alright guys, I have a very small amount of time to record the shortest outro. I don't want to record anything big because I actually don't have a lot to say, you know. This episode was pretty straightforward, you know, there wasn't a whole bunch that we need to talk about. I called the fact that we would use the masks or use their disguise against them. I knew it. Like, that's probably their biggest weakness is like, unless they know what every single thing looks like, and even if they do, oh gosh, even if they do know what every mask looks like, we can very easily disguise ourselves amongst them. I think the only issue is that we haven't learned to live with them or like them, and it only takes one little bit of suspicion for them to be like, nope, everyone take their masks off, and then we're in the middle of hell. But yeah, anyway, I don't know how I feel about this because it is like we have now directly engaged in conflict. I said last time, the whole like, you killed our people, no conflict, you did this, no conflict. I think the last situation, I said this at the start of this episode, and the mercy shown was a one-off scenario, okay? And also, every time Lydia is involved, the rules are out the window. So there's no rule book to follow by this. God knows what that means, okay? Now, what I do know now is we have silently agreed to conflict by taking Lydia. I don't know what that means. I mean, I've seen how bloody psychopathic Alpha is, and I know it ain't good. But look, I don't have a whole lot to say, guys. We kind of spoke a lot about Alpha and the Beyond the What, and this episode was actually pretty straightforward, and it was perfect timing because I have literally 10 minutes left till I need to go. So I'm like, boom, perfecto. But anyway, guys, I'm going to wrap that up and make this an incredibly short video. That was a good reaction, but like I said, just out of time. Out of time. Anyway, I will be recording another episode tomorrow, so perhaps we will have more time to talk. I wake up late today, so it kind of screwed the whole schedule. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video, guys, don't forget to smash that button and subscribe to channel for new content every single week, of course. For the Instagram, Daniel Reed with 2 Ds. And leave a little down below with those. Okay, we don't need to talk about any of that stuff. But yeah, that is all from me, guys. As ever, Dan, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.